Dr. Benjamin from the Philippines and Datuk Denison in Malaysia. It's not easy at the first to understand the whole, but I'm quite curious because the SSE told that one of the purpose of the SSE is to reduce inequality. I would like to know why and answering my questions. Why since 50 years ago the world seems like the same with the inequality in economy and social welfare. So then, after a long journey, learning, listening of the SSE, then I understand because our world is dominated by the mainstream economy, which is mostly influenced by the capitalism, mainly influenced by the profit seeking, not the welfare seeking. So then I understand. Okay, this is about the platform of different platform economy. In the world, there are the economic, it's plural. It's not only that economic directing by the financial capital, but there is as well economic that driven by the social capital with the goodwill, with the social missions, not only the profit seeking. So that is the SSC. Then I can understand. Okay. No, then I try to stand in another economic platform. That is SSE. Though I know this is very long journey, but it doesn't bother me. At least I try to be part of these transformations. And dear participants, dear friends all, as I observe, yeah, that the word we are now in the transitions. Don't be too skeptical that the world doesn't moving to the directions that we want to have, because in many country the trend that they want to make like innovative in economic, it is trending not only in Asia, in other world as well. If we see the data from the ASEAN, that the social enterprise is as well growing in Asia. More people, more young, particularly the youth, they want to make like differently to handle the economy as their older generations. Yeah. So then I think people thinking they would like to have more innovative in bringing the economy, not only for profit, but as well to solve the social missions. That is the SSE, Social Solidarity Economy. That means we are doing economy but with the mission, with the social missions, not only profit seeking, efficiency, because in the SSE, we are not only talking about the efficiency, but the effectiveness. That means how can we effective bringing the benefit to the beneficiaries as well to ourselves. So that is the SSE. So therefore, for me it is like I have like a vehicle together with my SDG, APPGM in Malaysia as well another NGO in Asia. We have a commitment to bring the policy framework for social solidarity economy in ASEAN. Yeah, because I have a data study from the UNSCAP, yeah, that the SSE policy framework mostly is not a cure in ASEAN country. Only in Vietnam, there is only in Vietnam there is a social economy, a social solidarity, social enterprise recognized as a registered body. And in Indonesia as well, since the last year, the government opened the registrations of the limited company social enterprise. But this is still in the beginning, that because the social enterprises need not only the recognitions, but as well the ecosystem. So if you have chance to read the roadmap document, you will see that all the collaborations of the CSO would like not only to get the recognitions from the ASEAN Secretariat on the SSE, but also try to build the ecosystem of the social enterprise itself. So therefore, if you have this kind as well of the motive in your heart, you would like to survive, economic survive, bringing welfare to your family, to your neighborhood, then we need a specific ecosystem. Yeah, so this is you are in the right track that you are joined with us. So because if we are doing together, we are more like feel like stronger rather than if you are doing yourself. If you are doing yourself, you will like skeptic, you are doing lonely, then might be you will join with the mainstream again. No, please just stick with us. Yeah, this is a journey. I hope that this journey not only bring you the enhancement of your business, your organizations, but give you a meaningful life. This is important because meaningful life is not just only that you get a progress, but you have a value in yourself that you can bring to your society. Okay, Zoel, I think this is only
Yes.
my short message welcoming to you. I'm very happy that in the still Indonesia, you this is still like a holiday for the Mubarak, Eid Mubarak, yeah. But I'm happy, however, to meet you here. That means this is a positive progress. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Ari. Dr. Ari is really make herself available in all the occasion as possible, regardless it's on the field trip or during the Raya festival, and it's really very much appreciated. And all what Dr. Ari shared is really from the bottom of the heart. It's not scripted because I just asked Dr. Ari, Dr. Ari, please pray us to speak. And then Dr. Victor as well. Then we can see how genuine the spirit is. And Dr. Ari rightly say that this is an ecosystem, and we are in very a new system that is like a baby. It bringing hope, but it needs not a lot of nurturing. And therefore, let's work together. And actually, I would like to hear your voice as well. So now I see April. I definitely will call April. April, please prepare yourself. But likewise, for others, I would like to hear your voice as well. Perhaps before I introduce Dr. Victor, you can respond to me like one word. Okay, if you are available to on your camera or on your mic, you can use one word to describe what is SSE for you. If you are not convenient to on your camera or to unmute yourself, then you can put it in the text chat box as well. All right, so April, thank you very much. I think we are connected in through email, right? So since April is on with the camera, then you have a special airtime to introduce yourself and organization, and also one word about SSE, maybe in 1 minute. And the others, okay, I will invite you to actually you can feedback via the chat box as well. Right.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm April from the Philippines. I'm an entrepreneur, just a new entrepreneur. Um, so SSE for me is that entrepreneur, you're doing profit somehow, but then you're driven with faith and purpose that we are going to help others to be yeah, just like what Dr. Eri said, you have to be together so you can uh, go to your move for your goal in helping others. So that's it.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you. We need different voices in this platform. Okay, please stay active with us. Okay, and okay. So anyone? Okay. Anyone could actually unmute yourself and share a word. Dun, 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 dun. All right. If Rebu, Siem Ho, Huyong, Michael, Patamaba. Okay, welcome, Patamaba. Okay, if you can unmute yourself, if you're convenient, welcome to unmute yourself. Oh, I saw someone is unmute. Rebel, are you
Yeah,
ready to
yeah.
say it?
Yeah, I
Hey,
would like
Hari.
to call Repu. He is
Ah,
really the actor of the credit union in the eastern of
oh,
Indonesia. He has a really great story, not only normative SSE, but he is a doer. Hello, Vincent, Repu, please open your
Morning,
camera. Yeah.
morning, Bu Eri, Mrs. Jul, and all other honored friends. I just opened the Zoom, and I beg your pardon to not open the camera.
no problem.
Okay, I really appreciate what Mrs. Eri just said about me. Then, really, I daily actively in the credit union in the eastern part and also in throughout all Indonesian part. So I'm happy to be here to share and to listen to many parts of the audience. So I will be very happy to listen to the others' experiences. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rabu. Right. I think one of the first thing that we have to do in this platform is really to dig out, identify all our hidden diamond, right? We know that in this platform we have a lot of people who really practicing SSE and doing a big influence in their area. So we hope to hear more from you. And also, Hui Ying also shared that SSE is this new concept to her. I am here to listen and learn. No problem. Today is just like we get to know one another better. All right. So now, um, we have two ways, right? SSE, we know social solidarity economy. We roughly know from Dr. Ari, it is a new economy system that we put social and also environment benefit like beyond profit, but effectively to mobilize the grassroots resources to help to contribute uh, a more balanced, I say less equal, with more equal world, better world. So how to measure it? How to measure the impact? How to make it tangible? So in this journey, we have another very, very prominent and also I would say the key resource person to make sure that we are on track. All right, make sure that we do not lose our focus and our target. And also, he is a super, super good mentor to link intergenerations. So he's guiding us how to work together with the youth, how to make an influence with the youth, involve the youth in this journey. So without further ado, I would like to invite Dr. Victor, a very dear mentor and also a drafting committee of this SDG Roadmap. Dr. Victor, over to you.
Good. Thank you, Zoel, and friends, colleagues. It's good to be here for the second webinar that we are conducting on the SDG-SSE Roadmap. Let me also start like Ari did, personally looking at how I came into this journey. So it was my work I've worked a long time with UNICEF Indonesia. My last posting was in UNICEF in Malaysia. That was where I was based for the last 6 years before I left, by which I knew Dr. Dennison and colleagues in Malaysia over those years. And the idea came up that since Malaysia was a host of ASEAN last year, we should try to organize a summit on the SDGs. So that's how we started, actually. More than a year ago, started to look at the SDGs to see what can Malaysia and ASEAN contribute to the SDGs. And we had only a few years left, and we knew we were not doing very well. in terms of goals and targets and so on. Then, as part of that preparation, we also realized that actually the SDGs, although it's a global framework and so on for a development agenda, we also have to bring in the other key elements that constitute local ownership of SDGs. Yeah, because SDG is not just global; it is also country, subnational, locally owned. Where is the evidence for local ownership? Yeah, that's a question we asked. And then we saw within the SSE community, yeah, there's so much of work being done at the local and grassroots levels that we need to take into account, both in terms of fulfilling the goals and targets of SDGs, but also to strengthen that, what I would call horizontal solidarity across communities, across peoples, and so on. Yeah. So that's how I came into it. I came in more from the SDG side, and then we brought in Dr. Eri, Dr. Ben, and ASEC, and so on, and we worked together to be able to organize that first summit in May last year in Malaysia. Yeah, but I was still looking at it even at that time from an SDG lens. Okay, so it was my first exposure. I did not know also anything about SSEs. I knew about cooperatives, of course. I knew about village enterprises. Those I've come across in my research, my teaching, and so on. But I did not know what the solidarity economy actually means. So for me, the first 1 year has been a learning exercise. I learned a lot from others, and especially the meetings in Malaysia. And later in November, we had another conference organized, hosted by the Philippines, where we saw the grassroots experience of SSCs. And that opened up a completely new perspective for me as to how we can bring these two things together, SDGs and the SSCs. And the next few years left, we have the opportunity to really cement or consolidate that relationship. Yeah, that's the purpose of what. My interest is, firstly, that what is the value, what is the add value that SSE brings to this discussion? Yeah. What is it we can contribute? That's the question I keep asking myself. Yeah. And when you look at it, what's important is firstly to look not just as the activities that are being conducted by social enterprises, cooperatives, and others, but look at what are the values. And I'm coming back to April's excellent point. Yeah. What are the values that underpin those activities? Yeah. April talked about faith and purpose. Yeah. So you have values, you have principles, and certain type of worldviews by which people get involved in social enterprise because they want to serve a purpose, isn't it? So we need to understand that. What are the values? What are the principles? What are the worldviews? And what are the alternative economic solutions being proposed? What are the alternative paradigms that are being proposed by SSE? And what are the alternative livelihoods that are being promoted by SSE for the well-being of communities? Yeah, I'm a strong advocate for no one left behind. For me, the SSE will not serve any purpose. It'll actually be, in my view, what you call capitalized, or it'll be incorporated, it'll be subsumed within the capitalist system. Yeah, and will not remain separate. So that's a danger. And that distinction is important. We need to be clear. SSE is much more a horizontal type of effort by people for livelihoods, for economic enterprises, for the benefit of communities and the benefit of the poor. Let's not forget that. Yeah? Corporations don't have a pro-poor policy. Yeah, they have a pro-profit policy. We must distinguish ourselves by saying, SSE, we stand for a pro-poor policy to benefit the communities. For me, that's a key principle. And that's why I'm interested in being involved. If not, I will not be as active as I am right now. So that's a more personal reflection on that. Having said that, my second point, because of that, because SSE is so numerous, so fragmented, so different in each country, in each enterprise, we have different approaches and definitions of SSE. I don't think all of us agree on one common definition. There are some common aspects. We need to pull that together, but each country has its focus. Each enterprise has its focus. Each initiative, a cooperative, has its purpose. Yeah. So what we need to look at is what is common among them. And we can already see in our discussions when we prepared the roadmap, there are certain common things of solidarity, of social well-being, of benefit for the poor, of horizontal people-to-people connections and exchanges, for example. Yeah, those are things common to the SSE platform, quite distinct from business, yeah, or neoliberal enterprises and private sector, where they focus on profit, they focus on competition, yeah, and they focus on their narrow corporate interests. And that's how I think we are different from that. So that's my motivation. That's why I'm actively involved in this, given and the support that I've got from colleagues within the team to be able to understand this better. So given that context, we have some tasks that we need to carry out in the coming year. Yeah, we have the roadmap as a framework, which lays out a pathway as to where we want to go. We have to publicize that roadmap. We need to bring in more partners, extend the network. There are so many other groups in so many countries. We started with a few countries which are more active in the region: Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, etc., Indonesia. But then there are many others like Vietnam, like even Cambodia, Laos, and Timor-Leste now, and so on. We need to extend that partnership to bring in the other networks. That's the second. The third, very important, and that's why we set up the portal. Yeah, the website for the roadmap, which is to document what we're doing. We need evidence to argue our case. We need evidence to be able to influence policy. And by bringing data together about what social enterprises are doing, SSEs are doing in various countries, we will be able to provide that evidence for policy advocacy and so on. And finally, local ownership. Yeah, very important that this whole enterprise, although it's a regional network for ASEAN 10 countries, but what's important is the local ownership. So we need national champions in each country. We need key organizations that can come forward and say, I will take the lead to coordinate the work that we're doing in Indonesia or Timor or Cambodia or Laos and so on. Yeah. So as we build up towards the next summit, now Philippines is the host. April, as you know, Philippines is the chair of ASEAN this year, and there's a plan to hold the conference, the summit in Malaysia, 20 to 22nd May, I understand, where the next summit will take place. We need to see, I have some expectations. One, we need to see a much wider participation from ASEAN countries in that conference, number one. Number two, we need to really consolidate and come together on what are the common aspects that drives our roadmap. You know? And thirdly, we need to start putting together guidelines, because as Dr. Eri said, ASEAN governments do not have any guidelines on SSE. It is our task. We need to come together to prepare a policy guidance for ASEAN on SSEs that we can put forward as a draft with the Philippines as a chair, initiate that process of starting a dialogue with ASEAN on developing a policy framework on SDGs and SSEs and SSEs in particular, because other regions have some type of a policy framework. We don't have. The UN has a framework, but ASEAN as a regional body and intergovernmental body does not have any policy framework. And that's an area, because I work mostly on policy. I'm very willing to contribute to that effort with colleagues and friends, etc. Yeah. So I've given you a quick overview of my motivation to get into this, some of my special interests in how to build the solidarity across countries in ASEAN on the SDGs and SSEs. And third, what are the things that we need to prioritize in our build-up towards the meeting in Manila and beyond? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Victor. Give a very clear directions. And now we have a very good tools, or I would say the strategies to leverage on SSE as a mechanism to move forward to our goals. That's what Dr. Victor is really looking into, how we can leverage on one another and also support one another towards the targets together. And I think my SDG Academy, APPGM, Dr. Kyril, Dr. Dennison, Dr. Bent, and Prof. Shilas, the others are working to maintain this platform, to get people together so that we have a ASEAN regional power. So, and this is a dynamic that it needs the force that it's a collective effort. I would say that it's a collective effort. And we are blessed to have a core team that holding hand together to move it. And I sincerely to invite others to be a part of it. So it's like April to be a part of it. And next we will invite you to play a role. And likewise for Hui Yang, for Michael, for Pata Mala and Rebu and whoever are watching this video later. This is a platform that is started, it have a shape, but it needs different dynamic to move it together. All right. So in order to move it together structurally, we have actually developed a digital platform so that we can document it, we can guide it properly. So allow me to take a few minutes to guide you through how to use this platform, and I strongly encourage you to leverage on it. And if there is any bug, you can feedback to us and we will fix it. So now I will share my screen, and if you haven't registered this through this platform and you are sitting in front of the laptop, I strongly encourage you to check it out. So Sapra, perhaps you can share the link in the chat box. So if Dr. Ari, Dr. Victor, April, and whoever, I keep calling your name, sorry. It means that I really strongly want you to be part of ours, be part of us. Okay, whoever you're not, maybe you're not watching the recording, or you're not convenienced to on your camera, but you are with us, most welcome. All right, so Sapra, can you please share the link in the chat box? All right, Sapra have already shared. So it's the ASEAN SDG-SSE.com. All right, so when you enter to this portal, at the home page, you see the key document. If you are very new to with us, to let you know that we have developed a community roadmap for 2026 to 2030. So this is the full document where you can click the download and you will have the PDF directly, and you can have a look of what is the roadmap about, okay, how it started, what is the vision mission, who are the key person behind that supporting this roadmap, and who are the secretariat working on it. The foundation of the roadmap, we are based on what documents and what principle. And this is not only like the 10 people that you saw just now came out, but it's a series of webinar, in-person meeting that we do it together. Dimension according to SDG, we know that we have people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership, the 5P. So we have reviewed what is the gap of the 5P that we can potentially leverage on the power of SSE to contribute to this 5P. And we also look into the strategic features, where we believe, like what Dr. Victor has reminded us just now, the importance of policy. And therefore, in 2026, our key component is policy advocacy. We are also encouraging and also working together with different stakeholders come out our policy statement. This policy statement will be the echo of the ASEAN SDG-SSE Roadmap community. So when we are representing in HLPF, we are representing in different platforms, we can actually bring this statement to the mainstream platform and advocate for it. And also financing. Of course, when we want to leverage on this vehicle SSE, it's not just by donation and grant. We also need to find alternative different resources to support the groundwork. and therefore financing is one of the key components, and it is already translated in the goal and targets in the time come. And therefore, we are also actively connecting with different funder. So in one of our webinar, if not mistaken, next month, we will have a funder from Korea, from Korea, to share with us from the funder perspective. We are also connecting with different funders. And of course, for the funder to look at our platform, we need to have a solid base. And therefore, your participation to register together as a community is important. And also impact assessment, right? We are talking about to contribute, and based on what and how to evaluate our impact and whether it's tangible or intangible. And therefore, impact assessment and data collection is one of the key component for this ASEAN SDG-SSE Roadmap. In the platform, the digital platform that I'm going to introduce is where the platform we can capture the data and eventually developed to capture individual project data. But at this present moment, I would say that 2026 is really to get the organization on board. So in 2027, we can confidently to tell people that we already have hundreds of organizations registered in our platform. They are active in which area. And therefore, please kindly prepare your document and also register in this platform so we can start collecting data, and it will be powerful. Trust me, when you put in your impact and others put in the impact, it will multiply. All right. And of course, capacity building. And that's why every month we are having this webinar. We are inviting different resource person to share with us. Like last month, we have from PESO, from Philippines, as a government agency, actually share how Philippine government as a proper structure, as a to work together with the community to promote SSE. So the months coming, we have policy expert from the policy will share with us what is policy and how to be impactful to advocate when you want to talk with the different stakeholders and authority. Then we have funder coming in. We have from most properly, we are working together with the Yunus Professor Yunus Social Center to come in to share about different perspective, resources, and also knowledge skill framework that could be helpful in our journey. All right. Last but not least is about how to institutionalize the arrangement and also management. So now we are kind of loose. We have a WhatsApp group, we have a Zoom meeting, but how we can actually institutionalize it so that the youth can join us, so that the different representative from different country will join us. And once again, I would like to lead you back to the platform, the digital platform that we have developed. And through that platform, we can know who are our representatives in which countries, what is their strength, and what is the focus that they are working into. Will be very helpful. Then further on is targets. First is target groups. Which groups that we are focusing, covering. So it's the rural community, the urban community, the indigenous people, the minorities, and etc. You can download this full document through the website that the platform that we have developed. Then it's the different groups. Previous platform webinar, Dr. Hari has been talking about it. We have 21 targets, 5 goals working on it. So a little bit of like information, but in short, I would just like to tell you that in the web app, the platform that we have developed, you have everything that you need, and also you can download this document as a handbook to get your journey. And if you want to know more about the ASEAN community visions, you can read this. And you want to know more about the SDG, what is SDG? Perhaps you are quite new to SDG, then you want to know the specific goals, targets, you can download that. I would say that the 2 documents is a supplementary material for you to know more about what we're heading to. In short, we have goals, targets, And now we want to build this. We want to see more projects coming out. We want to see more partners coming out and also grants. All right. But in short, we have put it into 5 years. So 2026 is already coming to there. In the next 8 months, what we want to achieve is like host webinar online. We are already started. This is our third webinar. We want the SDG-SSE policy statement. And for information, this year we have the ASEAN SDG-SSE conference in Manila. And the date is, perhaps you can share the date to our participants. The date is actually 20th to 22nd in Manila. So it's probably in the chat box. And what Dr. Hari and Victor, myself, together with some strategy partners, for example, AIU, we are trying to explore some policy statement. And Dr. Hari suggested it's best that we have our country statements and then how we bring into the regional platform. All right. Then we organize the annual ASEAN regional gathering. I have to give the respect to Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben working very, very hard at the background work to make this happen, and it is happening. So once again, the date is on the 20th to 22nd May in Manila. In Manila, we will announce the that location using the WhatsApp. If you haven't joined our WhatsApp, please share the WhatsApp link so that everyone is informed. All right, and also we are going to identify academic and researcher on SDG-SSE. We just submitted one applications to a funder to start a cohort to incubate young researcher. So it might be coming back now. We already budget for his study. So this year we are going to publish a book on case study. So we will do the course soon. So you feel free to submit any article that relevant to SSE, the case study, how you are leveraging SSE to contribute to SDG. And for those articles being selected, will be worth $100 US, and also it will publish as a book. We published one book previously, and this will be our second publications. And most probably, we will launch it in Philippines together with the local authority. So the timeline is in that April, we will do the announcement. In the June, we will collect the case study, and most probably in September, we will launch in the conference. So if you haven't joined the WhatsApp group, please be in the WhatsApp group. Announcement will be in the WhatsApp group, also through this platform. Then we want to commission the sub-region research project. So these two are interlinked. Then the undertake case study is here. So I would say that 2026 targets in progress. So let's join us together. All right. Then we have target by thematic. In case that you are specific in any thematic you like, you can actually look in what is the target in the specific thematic. So this is across different years. Okay. And if you want to see the details, you can click in and all the details will be featured. It's actually the same content with the handbook. So if you have the handbook, you have all the information. Right, so now explore the Knowledge Hub. So in this Knowledge Hub, you can get all the training materials that we have done previously with different resource person. So you can check it out. Our sessions, individually sessions with different resource person. The areas here talking about the policy advocacy and stakeholders engagement, etc. So that's the first resource that you can contribute. If your organization is doing SSE related material, webinar recording or anything in applications, you feel comfortable to feed us in this platform, you let us know. And definitely we will give credit to you. Right? Then to become a volunteer lead. So we need different countries. We need different countries. And if you are willing to take up this challenge, please help us to know you better. You can apply as a country lead, put in your information, and I will check it in my admin. So say, for example, this person from Malaysia has submitted. So I will review it, and then I will the need to reach out and to communicate further. All right. So you might also join it, share a proposal, or share the event. Okay. If you have a proposal that now you're in Indonesia, but you wish to do some project with other country, you can actually submit a proposal. Then then is that you can come to here, project an event. Here you can submit your proposal. The title, the summary, what is the objectives, the activities, when of budget, what kind of resources and partnership that you need. All right. And any specific countries that you want to reach out to, the SDG relevant. Then how we could roadmap targets and priority. Contact. So we know about you. It will take a little bit of time, but it will help us to know it better so we can match with our different resource person and we can do it better. Once your project is approved, then it will showcase here. Say, for example, this is the sample. Then people can actually express interest to partners. Right? They can reach out to you, tell you, hey, I'm interested to know more. How do you communicate, whether through WhatsApp, through phone call, through email, and what they can contribute. It's volunteer as a resource person, or maybe you want to do program in Malaysia. You feature this. Then I see it. I have a wrong. Then come to Malaysia. You can host it. All right. So they can also indicate by the interested partner in this project, with their interest, etc. You will receive the people who express interest, and then you can actually communicate with one another, see whether this is on. You can put your coming events here as well, so people can register it. All right. So I will say in short. Okay, I don't want to overwhelm you with the features that we have, but in short, I would like to encourage you for three things. First, register your organizations. Register your organization, put in your organization details, and you can start features in our platform. So you see this inspirasi comes in Rembahan without the word sample. Para sebaya without the word sample, they are all real organizations, and you can link to their website. All right, so that the people from other countries can really see that our citizens and they may reach out. Sorry, I shot my battery for a while. It's too low. Right. In my application, we have a small group and you're joining us on Zoom. The best thing is to actually be yourself. So to actually start. Okay. Of course, you want to use Dropbox also can. Right. So we have different organizations. So this is Youth Hubs. It's also another partners, the real partners. Okay. So first, register your organizations. I would to remind you that register organization and register profile is two different things. So as you see here, I have 45 users. I have 45 people registered themselves. So they log in, then they say, okay, who am I? 45 people registered since the launching. But the organization is only two, because only two organizations have put up their information. So with that, you might already have information like, okay, this is me, putting my information, what is my name, I'm joining on what, my priority. This is registered as individual, as a user, but you haven't registered your organization. You need to go here and register your organization. Only your organization will be featured in our platform. All right. after your organization has features, you can actually utilize it to features the events and also programs. So we think to use it, the traffic is still low. Therefore, I will do a special mention. Your projects I will put to let people know that there's something on.
Sabaw. Yung sabaw ng sinigang pa.
All right.
Ah.
Then the last thing is, if any background information, you can check out our about and also check it out in our knowledge hub. All right, 3 things. First is to register yourself and your organization. Second, you may utilize this platform to list your projects and also upcoming events. Lastly, you can utilize this platform to get any background information from the About page or from the Knowledge Hub. If your organization is organizing some webinar or you have published some materials, you feel that it's good to have an archive library to document in this platform, most welcome. You can reach out to me and we will feature it and we will give back credit to your organizations. All right. I hope it's not overlooked, but it is something that will facilitate our journey together. So, any questions, any feedback? Yes, Free Beer, would you like to say something?
Zoel, so that means at
Yes.
the first, the organization should register first to this portal, and then they
Yes.
can fill on many other things there. Is it?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, I am reachable. So, we are just one WhatsApp away. If you are in the WhatsApp group, if you're not in the WhatsApp group, Sapar already shared the WhatsApp link in the chat box at 12:16. So I'm just one WhatsApp away or one email away. You can reach out to me if you have any questions or you have any feedback, you have any advice, or you see any bugs. Like just now, I see some bugs. So maybe I need to back end and then to improve it. Okay, I saw Anna. Hi, Anna. Welcome. Welcome to Darwin. All right. So before we end the session, Anna, welcome. And important to have you here. So then you can see that the chat box, we have shared the WhatsApp for our network. If you haven't joined the WhatsApp, we are just one WhatsApp away. We have give a teaser, early teaser, but not a formal registration, formal announcement yet, because we have to wait for the Philippine side, that the ASEAN SDG-SSE conference will be on the 20th to 22nd May in Philippines. All right. And this session is recorded. Just now for Anna benefit, she just joined us. We have introduced about the platform, like Dr. Ari have recapped. The first thing to do is get your organization registered. Then you can have others function and features. Okay. All right. Dr. Ari, I see you. And is there anyone you want to unmute yourself to say a few words? It can be anything. Most welcome. Yes. Really? Are you trying to say anything? Okay, all right. If so, wow, we have a very chun timing. You know what is chun? Chun is in Hokkien, I think, a sharp timing. Okay, Hokkien chun, very chun. Okay, sharp timing is 12:30. So, okay, if Dr. Ari, Dr. Ben, anyone, anything else?
So I think I know that might be, though Zoel has tried to explain thoroughly with the portal, but I think we need to see by ourselves, because we see to click by ourselves, understanding each features. So then, but the first step is registered. Okay, thank you, Zoel, for always reminding, though our organizations, that means Bina Swadaya, is one of the part of this collective actions, but we haven't yet registered. Yeah, okay. We have to. There's a follow-up actions. I hope that you put this as your agenda. Yeah, that means after we end with the sessions, take a time to understand. This is very simple actually. At the first is register. Then you can add your organization's activity into a certain agenda or program that match to the ASEAN SDG. I will tell you why. Because we have done so many things, yeah. My organization, your organization, April organization, Michelle, Vincent, Freddy, and all of us has done many activities, but we are doing only for ourselves. If you put your agenda into this portal, then we can capitalize. Oh, the more people put your agenda into this portal, then the public will more known that the civil society is actually active. The civil society, the social enterprise, the cooperative, actually a big power can shaping the economy. So this is actually meaning with the collaborative actions. Not doing, I know that this credit union of the Vincent, this is already your daily activity. And Bina Swadaya as well, my organization's daily activity, doing planting mangrove there, and then many things of social business we are doing. But if we do not register to and put your activity into this portal, then like we just do for ourselves. So that means this is that actually that this portal want to do. By noting your activity, we can showing to the policy makers in the sub-regional. Look, the CSO is a big power, is your partner to shaping the economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Eric. Okay, so it will amplify your work, your solid work to the region partner. Okay, Dr. Victor, perhaps.
No, I didn't have much to add. I just thought when you went through the portal, Zoel, I noticed that you've not included Timor-Leste. It's now an official member of ASEAN. Yeah, include Timor-Leste. Yeah, that's important because there are partners we know who are active in Timor-Leste, and it's very important they come into the picture as well. I'm sure we may need to organize a separate webinar for them as well. But let's not forget Timor-Leste now as an official member of ASEAN.
Welcome, all friends from Timor-Leste. Right, sure. Thank you very much for the feedback. So we'll continue to improve, and thank you very much for spending time together in this festive holiday. So, let's keep the momentum. I don't want to break for any reason, and therefore we have this Teh Tarik sessions. All right. So, every last Tuesday of the month, regardless is storm or rain or rainy, we will have our time together. Okay. So, and how to build it? It is a collective effort. We are just one WhatsApp, one email away. Let's check. So thank you very much. If you are okay, please unmute yourself and use your own language to say bye-bye and a blessing to the people here.
Yes,
Thank
and I
you.
think
Terima
we'll close this
kasih.
session. I
Terima
suggest
kasih.
take a
Sampai
photo.
jumpa.
Terima kasih.
Bye.
Salam